Doctor Who Corner to Corner, Magic the Gathering Doctor Who edition. I'm Geoff, and I'm flying solo tonight because Paul is not good enough at this game to keep playing with us. And I'm joined by a face that you might recognise. Mr. Graham Ward is here. Good evening, sir.
Hello, Geoff. Hello, everybody. Oh, John.
How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm okay.
Good.
Looking forward to playing because it was fun last time,
Yes, it was very, very much fun.
even if we didn't know exactly what we were doing.
Yeah. But we're joined by a friend of ours who does know what he's doing. John is here. Good evening.
Good evening.
How are you, sir?
I allegedly know what I'm doing.
Well, in comparison to us, you certainly do. So we're halfway through a game here, and must admit, it's been a couple of weeks since we played. We've all been very busy, and we haven't been able to get together to play. So I think we're probably all sort of reasonably equal here, although, John, you're definitely kind of out in front in terms of your firepower that you're building up, I think. Isn't that right?
Yes, although nowhere near as much mana, and my firepower is just sitting there not doing much at the moment.
Yeah, I've got a couple of people that you could go for. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing where we go tonight. So I finished the game last time. It was my turn. So Graham, it's over to you now to kick things off tonight.
Pressure. Can I just ask a reminder of what the plane does?
Oh, yes.
Yes. So we are on New York. At the beginning of combat on your turn, until the end of the turn, non-creature artifacts you control become 3/3 vehicles in addition to what they already are, and gain flying, haste, and crew 1. So crew means that in order to attack, they need to be crewed by creatures of a mana cost of 1, I think.
Right.
I will double check that because the crew mechanic came in Kaldalesh, and it's been a while since I've played it.
Right. Oh well.
Sorry. My mistake. Just to reiterate, that's why I wanted to check. It is total power equal to 1, not mana cost.
Right. Okay. So it's quite minor. I haven't got any non-creature artifacts out or in my hand, so that plane isn't doing anything. Although the flying
when chaos ensues.
Oh dear.
Create a treasure token and a 2/2 white alien creature token. So that is why last turn I have a treasure token here and a white alien token. So I must have hit chaos ensues last turn.
Right.
So the chaos ensues here is actually a bit more powerful than for where we are right now than the main effect.
Okay, right, understood. The other thing was obviously that the plane gives you flying in certain circumstances, doesn't it? And you've got a flying creature, right?
I have 3 of them.
Right. Yeah. So flying would be useful. Though I've got nothing to use it with, and I probably won't for a while. So I'm going to roll it. When do I roll the dice? At what stage?
So rolling the dice is a sorcery, so you can do it at any time. You can do it in either of your main phases. So,
okay, right. Well, I seem to have untapped everything already. I'm not sure if I should have done, but let's just say I'm doing it now. I am going to roll the dice to see if I can either get some chaos or get a better plane.
Okay.
And I've rolled that. It's chaos, isn't it?
That's chaos.
That's chaos. So I get a 2/2 creature.
You get a 2/2 alien creature.
Okay. So, John, when you say white alien, does that mean it literally has to be white, or is that just its mana, like it's colourless?
Right, so the alien creature is considered to be a white card, as if it was white mana. So
Okay.
the reason why that is important is there are some cards out there which affect colour of creatures with the mana cost. So, for
Okay.
example, there are things which can only be blocked by black creatures, or it destroys all red creatures in play. So having a colour is relevant for items like that.
Okay, we haven't really encountered that yet, have we?
Okay.
No.
Look
Right,
at. By
I'm
the way,
using this token as my 2/2 creature and putting a 2 dice on it so you know what it is. White to signify the colour. Because I can't find what I've done with my token pack. So,
aye.
okay, you're all there. That's right. Yeah, 2/2 white creature, yep.
So the actual alien creature is the adipose. That's the 2/2 white alien creature token card.
I must have tidied them away. But
Yeah,
anyway,
I've lost one of mine
I'll probably find. Hang on, let's
somewhere.
just check they're not in the bottom of my graveyard or anything. Oh, just say, oh. I saw I had quite a lot I'd got rid of.
I just would like to comment that.
I've got an old giant growth in there as well. Look. Hang on.
Oh, is that really old?
Somehow, yeah, so that shouldn't be in there. That's from the early 90s. So I'm looking for an adipose.
So, John, you're rocking your TARDIS hoodie again. Graham, I just seen you've got one behind you. I'm representing Pandora tonight, but I feel
nice.
like I need to get a TARDIS hoodie.
Oh, I haven't got. Oh, they're back reversed. Sorry. I'm making this first go take a lot longer than hopefully the rest of them will be. But I haven't got.
I don't have any adipose. That's why I asked.
Oh, they must be different for sets. So I just need any 2/2 creature, really, don't I? And we just remember it's white. All right, I've got. What's his face?
You're using timey-wimey, aren't you?
Jared Sheck, was it? Or something? Can't remember. Sharaz Jek. Can't remember his name.
Verajaka.
From Caves of Androzani. So he's my 2/2. So I don't need that anymore. Right.
Verajaka.
Verajaka. Right. Okay. Fluffy. Right. So now I've just got to work out what I've got mana for.
So, John, have they revealed the other Magic cards with 15 on?
Yes. So the Secret Lair, who do the cards, have revealed 5. The final, I believe, 5 cards for the set, which are all based around the specials. They are a blue card for Rose Noble.
Yeah.
They are a black card for the Meep.
Yeah.
A white, blue, and black card for the Toymaker.
Yeah.
A white, blue, red, or green mana card for the 14th Doctor.
Yeah.
And a blue-red card for the 15th Doctor.
Oh, yes, I'm just looking at them now. Oh, they come out next April. Interesting.
And again, some really nice artwork. Especially, I have to say, while the Shooty Gatwell one is almost like stock footage of the very first photo shoot he did.
Yes.
The Rose Noble one is a very good-looking portrait of Yasmin Finney.
Yes, that's nice. She's standing in the garden there with her shed in the background. There's little moths and stuff around, and the moon is out, and so the Meep is sitting on top of the bin.
Right, I do this one by one in case you want to react to it. But the first thing I'm doing is tapping these 3 mana for the first Doctor to come out. So
I wondered, John, if they'll do maybe another Secret Lair with Ruby Sunday and one of the other 15 variations and stuff like that. I get the feeling, well, I don't really know how I get it, I'm just kind of making this up, but they're going to keep doing these, but maybe they'll do another set for 15. Down the line.
It will all depend on how many of the first 3 sets were sold.
Yeah.
Ultimately, profit comes in.
Yeah. Well,
so when the first Doctor comes into play, I search my library for the TARDIS, and then shuffle, and I put that into my hand. So, carry on talking. And the other thing I'm going to do is bring out the 5th Doctor, which I shall read in a minute.
Well,
I don't know if you remember, but I played 5 Doctors, was on my last move, and that basically put one of every Doctor into my hand.
Oh, yeah.
So I've only got Doctors now for the time being, but I figured they'd be good.
Yeah.
And we'll see what happens. It's a bit of an experiment.
So the first Doctor card is not, it is not a huge powerhouse. The secondary ability is really nice. If you have cards with Cascade, you get to put +1/+1 on a target artifact or creature. The 5th Doctor card, on the other hand, is incredibly powerful.
Oh, well,
so
that's
the 5th
good.
Doctor, the 5th Doctor is
just reveal the TARDIS and put that in my hand.
When you don't attack, so it's very thematic for the 5th Doctor. When you don't attack, you get to put 1/1 counters on every creature that didn't attack this turn. Which is very, very thematic for the 5th Doctor.
Yes, it is.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, these were the 2 that I could afford in one go. So these are the 2 I brought out.
Very nice.
Minor-wise. I've already done me... Am I going to attack? I suppose that's what I need to let you know, isn't it? Do you know what? I'm not going to worry about what you've got. That must be upside down. Yes. No, it's just fallen off there somewhere, I think. Sorry, I found a token that shouldn't be in play. I'm going to put my other Doctor down there. Oh, no, that can't be right. That wasn't in play. That's just fallen off. It's a duplicate 4th Doctor that I got with the set, and it's obviously sneaked its way in while we were away. You can't trust the Doctor, he's slippery. What I'm going to do, because I can't remember what everybody's got, I'm just going to attack both of you to find out. Which means...
Get ready to weep when you find out.
This could be a disaster. The 4th Doctor and Adric are going to attack Geoff.
Yeah.
Oh, why can't I pick anything up? Right. And this 2/2 creature... No, K9 won't. And the Brigadier are going to attack John. So, to give you the details... Whenever Alistair attacks you... I may do that. Well, I can't do that because I can't afford it. So, who wants to go first? Who wants to be attacked first?
Come on then. I'll take.
All right. Well, you're getting not a lot from Adric. A point from Adric and 5 from the Doctor.
Okay. So I'm going to put up...
Did I say 4 or 5? Because it's 4.
You said 5. So I've got... Sorry. I've got a token here, a copy. This can be used to represent a copy of something else, and I've got 5 tokens.
Yeah, and I've realised I've got the wrong name on mine because you and I have the same copy. I thought it was Benton. It isn't.
Oh,
it is Duggan.
That's it, the detective guy. Yes, that's right.
I had Duggan, but somebody exiled him.
I was just going to say, why have I got this copy? Because that doesn't line up with anything I've got. But yeah, well done, John. You're right. So in that case, Graham, I'm going to pick my Duggan to defend and be attacked.
You can only defend against one person at a time, each creature.
Okay, so in that case, I'm going to put him up against your 4th Doctor.
4th Doctor, he's a
Yep.
4/4.
Okay, so I'm a 5/5 here. Is that right, John? Is it 5/5?
It is Duggan's power and toughness are equal to the number of cards in your hand.
Oh, okay. All right. So
which is why I think you put 5 on, because you had 5 cards.
Yeah, you're right. It is. So yeah, five defense then, strength, and I'm going to use Jenny Flint against Adric, and she's a 2/2.
Oh, Adric's died, so that's thematically correct.
Poor boy.
My graveyard has disappeared. What is going on here?
John, I tell you, I'm looking forward to throwing some Weeping Angels into this next time we play.
Yes, they are far better than the lands. By the way,
right, dead. Oh no, the Brigadier
the lands look nice.
John, you're getting away with this because I've just remembered the Brigadier died, and that was he was in my graveyard. You're only getting an attack from a 2/2 creature.
Which is fine. So I will defend with the 10th Doctor, who is a 3/5.
Okay, he's dead as well. Yeah, this didn't go well. I should have really bothered to get what was going on.
That was not the.
I just wanted to get things going, but that was a bad idea.
Well, you sure did.
I just lost 4 people. Okay, I'm done.
Okay. It's my turn then.
Yeah, over to you.
So I am going to.
Sorry,
I'm going to. Oh, sorry, come.
I didn't draw a card. That was all, but I've missed the opportunity. So carry on.
So I have just drawn a card. I have already untapped because I've obviously put my cards out fresh today.
Yeah.
Right now, my suspend items. So I now have a dinosaur in play, which is a 7/7 vigilance trample, and all my other dinosaurs have +1/+1 and have vigilance and trample.
What does trample do?
Trample means if you block it, any excess damage still goes to your life.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Past in Flames happens, so I cast a sorcery. And the sorcery is each instant and sorcery card in your graveyard gains flashback until end of turn. The flashback cost is equal to its mana cost. I only actually have one thing in my graveyard, which is Fractured Identity, which I may or may not cast this turn due to the flashback effect. I don't know yet. We shall see what happens when I also roll the dice for the planes.
Ooh.
And nothing happens. Right. Okay. So, what do we have in play? So, Graham, you have Doctors 1
and 5,
5, and K9.
K9.
Affirmative.
Okay.
Like suddenly.
And Geoff?
I've got the 13th Doctor, 2/2, Madame Vastra, 3/3, and Jenny Flint, 2/2, and Duggan, who is 5. 5/5, I guess. 5/5. Little Buffy reference.
Not happy with all these Duggans.
So, first of all, I should let Graham know for next turn that one of your cards should have had a +1/+1 counter on it.
Yeah, I know. I looked at K9. This is...
So you'll know for next turn.
I'm going to have a quick check when it's somebody else's go. Because I noticed that. I can also stop legendary creatures being blocked. which would have been quite useful.
So I am going to play Deserted Beach, which is a land which can be tapped for white or blue. Put that there. What else am I going to do? So I'm going to tap 2 red mana. Four other mana and play the Parting of the Ways. So the Parting of the Ways is a saga.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what sagas are is that they have each turn you increment them.
Yeah.
So the first one is I exile the top 5 cards of my library. For each non-land card, I put a number of time counters on it, and I suspend it, the same as I've been doing with everything else, because that's the whole point of this deck. If it doesn't have suspend, it gains suspend. So the first one is a land card, which is no help whatsoever. The second one is a land card, which is no help whatsoever. So they both go away. Third one is a creature, which is the Face of Bow. The fourth one is a creature, which is the Jadoon. And the fifth one is a land card. I've got a little lake of land, which was absolutely useless for that spell.
And you needed land out in your deck as well, didn't you?
Yes, it would have been nice. I probably shouldn't have played this, but I didn't know, obviously, what was on. So these gain suspend equal to their mana cost. That's no good as a dice, because I'm trying to find the number 4 on a Plains Chase dice, which obviously doesn't have any numbers on it. And also trying to find the number 7 on a 6-sided dice is actually impossible. So,
2 dice.
There we go. There's a D12. There's a D12 on my Jadoon. Right, so that's the land done. I am going to also attack you both.
Okay.
Yay.
So I'm going to attack. So how many life do you both have, by the way?
I haven't been hit yet, but I'm just trying to find my recorder thing. So carry on.
You have 27, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it is. I think it's time to balance things out a very small bit, because I've been hit, you've been hit, Graham hasn't.
No, I totally agree, but don't do it. Just don't do it.
I'm going to. So you have some doctors.
I have 1st, 5th, and K9. It was here. I had it here.
Okay, so I'm going to attack you, Graham, with all the little dinosaurs.
Oh, how many and what are they worth?
They are 3 flying, vigilance, haste, trample.
I can't do anything about flyers, so it's 9 points.
That's 9.
9. Nothing I can do about it. All my hand is not full of any instants or reactionary. Nope. I've got to take 9. I can't find. I had it a minute ago. My little score recorder. So I'm going to write that down for now till it turns up. Sorry, I've not gone anywhere.
The dinosaurs have scared him off.
Life will find a way. So I start on 40, wasn't I? And now I've gone
Yeah.
down to 31.
31, yeah.
Maths is still there. Right, so it'll turn. So
With that, I think I am done right now.
Okay. Right. Over to me. So I'm untapping my land cards, as that was how I finished with them last time. So I'm just going to put those there. And I've got that artifact. So I need to draw. Oh, okay. Okay, that's good. So, question for you, John. I have Surge of Brilliance, which is an instant. So paradox, draw a card for each spell you've cast this turn from anywhere other than your hand, so I don't have any spells out. This has Foretell. During your turn, you may pay 2 mana and exile this card from your hand face down. Cast it later on in turn for its Foretell cost. So that's a way of me getting rid of the card, basically, isn't it? And creating some space for more when I draw.
That is correct. Yes.
Okay.
It has two effects. First of all, obviously it's exiled and no one can remove it from your hand, for example, right? Mm-hmm. No one can interact with that card now until you play it. Okay. So, and often then you can do something more advantageous with it at a later time.
Okay, all right. I'm going to exile it for now. So it's a 1. So I'm going to tap the. So I'm going to use Desolate Lighthouse for the colourless and tap the Temple of Enlightenment for the water. So that means I've actioned Surge of Brilliance, and I'm going to put it in my exile pile. I'm going to put my graveyard there. And then I'm going to play...
John, while he's thinking, I think I had the 4th Doctor and the Brigadier in my... They're my commanders. So they've both been killed.
They're in the command zone, so you can resummon them, but they cost an extra mana cost in order to summon them back.
Yeah, okay. No, I need to just put them somewhere separate, don't I? Rather than in my graveyard.
So, John, can I...
They go in something... They are... While they are dead, in inverted commas, they are in the command zone.
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
Okay. Yeah.
So, John, can I play a land card, place it down, and can I put a creature card in, albeit with summoning sickness? Can I do both of those? Okay. So, in that case...
So you can cast as many spells, which includes creature spells, that you have mana for.
Yeah.
And the only caveat is you can only play 1 land a turn. You can play as many spells as you have mana for. Unless there's something in play, like a plane or an enchantment that says you can't.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to play an island land card. And then I'm also going to play... Hang on. Maybe I could do all of them. All right, I'm going to put Graham O'Brien into action. So he requires a green mana and a... Oh no, maybe I can't do him. Hold on. Hey. Oh, I can. But I have to play that. Oh, crikey. Right. So, okay, I can do this. So, I've got Talisman of Impulse, which has got 2 colourless mana. That's any mana, isn't it, for that?
Correct.
Okay, so Rootbound Crag is tapped, and Cinderglade is tapped. So that means I can now tap Talisman of Impulse, which gives me... actually, no, sorry, what am I doing? If colourless is anything, I don't need to tap both of those, do I? Because...
No, colourless is whatever you want.
Whatever I want.
So you've
Graham
obviously got a forest there untapped.
Yeah.
And then you can just tap one of whatever else is there.
Okay, so I'm going to tap my water one that I just put down. So Graham O'Brien is coming in to play, and he's going near 13, and then 2, 3. No, I can't. I can't also do that. Okay, can I roll the dice now, or have I missed my opportunity?
No, you can only roll it once a turn, but you can roll it at any point apart from during combat.
Okay. Does everyone see that?
Planeswalk.
Planeswalk. Okay.
So I shall get rid of mine, and then it's over to you for your one.
Okay. All right. I'm going to shuffle them, and put one down. Okay. Besieged Viking Village.
Oh.
So this says all creatures have Boast. 1 mana. Put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Activate only if that creature attacked this turn and only once each turn. Chaos is whenever chaos ensues, put an indestructible counter on target creature you control that attacked this turn. So those things they're quite good, but I have to have attacked, don't I, basically, to be able to make use of either of them.
Correct.
Yeah.
But you can obviously, if you do attack, they can take effect.
Yes, okay. All right. Okay, I think I'm done on that turn.
Okay, I'm tapping everything. I found my scorecard, by the way.
Oh, good.
I know you was worried about me, but I found it.
Do you know, whilst we're playing this, and just in case anyone from Wizards of the Coast is watching, I think they should make an avatar version of Magic. How good would that be? Imagine the creatures and imagine the stuff in that.
I'd like to do like Avatar versus Predator. I'd buy that set.
That's a good question. Well, I think we all know that the Na'vi would win there.
I'd put one Predator in with the Na'vi. Just one.
Yeah, as he'd still get beaten.
No, he wouldn't. Right, okay. First thing I'm going to do is recheck what I'm going to do. Well, some of these doctors are a lot cheaper than the others. But I need green and a blue. What does that? Does white or blue? So that's that. That does green or white. So that's green and blue, and then 2 others for the 3rd Doctor. And I'm going to use these 2, which doesn't matter what colour, that's all the mana I've got left, for my TARDIS.
Okay.
Which flies, which is very important. Now, what does that say about playing legendary spells? I've just got to check. No, it's a spell with Cascade. So if I don't attack with anyone's, obviously not including the Doctor that's got summoning sickness, the 5th Doctor puts a counter on them.
That is correct. Any that did not enter the battlefield this turn and did not attack.
Right. Well, I'm not attacking because last time it cost me everything. So, does that include itself? Let me read the wording. At the beginning of your end step, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control that didn't attack. So that includes himself.
that does include himself.
Yeah, so I'm giving everybody a 1/1 counter, and then that'll be the end of my go.
I would very carefully, if I were you, tell you to read the third Doctor.
Oh, he's summoning, so I wasn't bothering. The third Doctor gets +1/+1 for each non-creature token you control. That's only... I don't control any tokens. I lost my one. But what else?
Yes, it was the second half I was thinking of.
Yeah. Now, when the third Doctor enters a battlefield, create your choice of a clue token, a food token, or a treasure token.
So they are. So
Yeah.
a clue token is this. Hopefully, I can put it into focus. Focus. I can't.
All right.
So a clue token is 2 mana, sacrifices artifact to draw a card. A treasure token is tap, sacrifices artifact, add 1 mana of any colour.
That's a 1/1 land.
Correct. And a food token, Graham O'Brien generates, and I'm not actually really sure what a food token does, but I'm sure Geoff does.
Yeah, I've got one in my set here. Food token.
Oh, sacrifice this artifact and you gain 3 life.
That's it, yeah.
So it's a health pack.
Yeah.
That's the one I'm creating then. Yep. Pay 2 and sacrifice it. That's how that works. Right. So, I'm putting these tokens. So that... Thank you for that, John. Now I just put in tokens on everything that wasn't summoned. Okay, my graveyard's getting a bit too close to my actual cards. So I'm going to move that there. But that has to be because that was my end step.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't draw a card, so I am drawing one now. And that's the end of my turn.
I shall untap, draw... Okay, so now I shall do things with these numbers here. So my suspend will go down by 1. Those Jadoon will eventually turn up at, maybe the middle of next year. Parting of the Ways moves from 1 to 2. So what that does, number 2, is I time travel, then time travel. This means, so time travel is for each suspended card and each permanent I control with a time counter on it, I may add or remove 1. And Parting of the Ways is time travel and time travel, so I get to do that twice. So I shall time travel my Face of Bow down 2. I shall time travel my Jadoon down 2, which may turn up now round about Christmas. And I shall increase Rose Tyler's time counter by 2.
Okay.
I think that is the only things that I have time counters on things.
Okay. Can I just take a moment? Because I brought that food counter out, that bumps up my third Doctor, doesn't it? With the gets 1/1 for each non-creature token you control. I'm assuming food is non-creature.
Food is a non-creature token.
So he gets because I was just looking at it to see what order these things happened, but it just means if it's out in my control, he's bumped up automatically.
Yeah, that is an ongoing effect of the third Doctor.
Okay. All right, that's just another 1 point for him, then that's all.
Right. I should read what the card I picked up actually does.
Yeah, that's useful.
Okay, that's nice, and will never actually ever happen. So okay.
One for the discard pile.
That is 1 for the discard pile. So, how many cards have I got in my hand? Okay. The question is, which is the most dangerous creature here?
What that you've got?
No, not the one I've got, but you or Graham I've got. Because for those that don't remember the last time we played, both Geoff and I have Duggan, Private Detective, because we have a copy of him. Duggan has a one-off ability, which for one colourless and one green allows you to do damage equal to twice its power to another creature.
Which could be as much as 14, I believe.
Which could be as much as 14. I don't have 7 cards in my hand, so it certainly wouldn't be that. Because my concern, Geoff, is not you, right? I mean that absolutely lovingly. My concern is Peter Davison. Not something I normally have a problem with, right? I love Peter Davison. He's my doctor. But my concern is every single round, all Graham is going to do is sit there and get +1/+1 on all of his cards.
It was in my thinking. Yeah. you spotted that.
He's on it.
I'm trying to be desperate. I've got a mana left. What have I got in my hand in case he attacks me?
So, I am going to sacrifice my treasure token for a green mana, because I don't have one. I am going to tap 1 mana for colourless. And I am going to tap Duggan. And I am going to deal, with 5 cards in my hand, I am going to deal 10 damage to Peter Davison.
Just let me have a look, see if anybody's got anything that could save me.
I think he's
Nothing
dead,
for when I'm attacked at all. No, I can't even do that. I've got a mana. So, okay. Does that leaves the tokens that are already on in place, though, doesn't it?
Absolutely correct. I just didn't like the idea of you getting any more.
Oh, he was just going to sit at the back for the rest of the game.
Yeah, because as your tokens get bigger and bigger, you can then use them to crew the TARDIS. TARDIS is a flying creature. It's a whole thing.
Although what I'm upset about is now I'm very unlikely to get the 5 doctors into my playing field.
Yeah,
a little bit annoyed.
I am sorry. I'm sorry. We can't have a 20th anniversary reunion.
Yeah, little Michael Grade, you are.
I think that might be the worst thing anyone's ever called me. So,
I did not mean.
Because of that.
What an insult!
That's not the end of the attack.
So that wasn't an attack. That was using Duggan's special ability.
Yeah, no, fine. And you also know that I've got nothing to defend myself in my hand.
So what is the total amount of power and toughness of the creatures you have, including the tokens?
Including the tokens, First Doctor 3/3, K9 2/2, Third Doctor 3/3, TARDIS 2/4.
Okay. And what about you, Geoff?
I've got 13, who's 2/2, Graham O'Brien 2/2, Jenny Flint 2/2, and Madam
Everyone's
Vestra
wearing
3/3.
Okay.
So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, and Duggan, who's 5. Oh no, well Duggan will be now. Sorry, my hand.
Yeah,
is
Duggan's
down
massive.
Well, I've only got 3 cards now.
Okay.
So I should take a couple off Duggan.
I like the fact.
Did you say your last one was a 3-2?
No, Madam Vastra's 3-3.
A 3-3. Okay. Right. Okay. So I am going to. And the TARDIS was a 2-2, wasn't it?
Yes, 2-4. 2-4. Got some good defence.
Okay. Geoff, I'm going to attack you with 2. With 2, because I've already done something to Graham, so I'm going to attack you with 2 flying, vigilance, haste, trample, 3/3 dinosaurs. And Graham, I'm going to attack you with 1 flying, haste, vigilance, trample dinosaur.
And what was his strength and toughness? Because I switched off because you were attacking Geoff.
3/3.
3-3. I can block with the TARDIS. It does no damage to me. Well, it does 3, but I'm a 2-4, so I don't do enough to you, and you don't do enough to me.
Correct.
Okay, so I've got Madame Vastra here, and on her card it says Madame Vastra must be blocked if able. So does that mean I've got to use her to defend here?
It does, but these are flying, and I don't think she's got reach.
She does not. So
creatures with flying can only be blocked by other creatures with flying. Yeah. Such as what Geoff's just with Graham has just done with the TARDIS, or with an ability called Reach.
Okay, so she's going to be out then, isn't she?
No, she cannot block, so she doesn't do anything. She just sits there.
Oh, okay. So
she's all happening over her head.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Where you are.
Yeah. All of mine are ground based. That worked out quite nicely.
I ain't flying.
So
I don't.
Unless you can do anything that would be 6 damage for you.
Oh, for me?
Yeah.
That did not work out quite nicely then. In that case, no, I can't do anything. Hold on. I'm just looking to see. It's just desperately hoping something will help me. Which it will not. So that's 6 for me. Huzzah.
Okay, and because...
No, stop.
Oh.
I
thought that was stop. I thought that was stop. You were going to do something.
No.
Because those dinosaurs attacked, because of the besieged Viking village that is in play.
Looking at that,
my dinosaurs all gain +1/+1, and after that happens, I move into my second main phase where I am rolling the planes chase dice, and nothing is happening. I have a lot of mana. No, I like having a big Duggan, so I am gonna not cast anything.
Okay.
And I pass the turn.
Okay.
I like the way thematically Duggan can be split into many Duggans from a City of Death point of view. I mean, but I don't know whether that was your spell or that was Duggan's ability. I can't remember.
That was one of my spell. That was something I did, I think.
So you've made it thematic rather than Duggan being thematic.
Yes.
I also don't like the fact that I brought a Duggan straight away, and everybody else has got a Duggan.
Yeah. So the spell I'd used was Fractured Identity, where I exile a permanent, and each other player other than its controller gains a copy of it, which is why Geoff has a Duggan as well.
Yeah, he's just a bystander picking up Duggans here and there. That's even more irritating.
Okay. All right. I want my diagram back. Right, I'm going to play another island. And now I'm going to try some stuff. Okay, hang on. So, let's... Okay, let me see if I can do this. So, tap 1 mana and a forest mana. I can now activate Graham. And then, just bear with me.
If there's a bear with you, deal with that first.
So, tap
Such dad jokes.
Rootbound Crag for forest. Tap another island. And then tap anything. So I can now action 13. And on them, Graham has Paradox. Whenever you cast a spell from anywhere other than your hand, which I've just done with 13, create a food token. Huzzah. And the 13 has whenever you cast a spell from anywhere other than your hand, put a +1/+1 on a target creature. So can I do that now, John, or do I have to do something after 13?
Right. So 13 goes on the stack. 13 resolves. Graham's ability resolves, but then you cannot get the +1/+1 counter because the spell that you are casting has already resolved because that was 13.
Okay, all right. So if I
Graham works. The ability of 13 doesn't, because by the time 13 arrives in the battlefield, it says whenever you cast a spell, but you are not casting a spell once she is in the graveyard. So in the battlefield.
So if I do something now, it would action her. Is that right?
Correct. So, for example, that card that you put into exile a few minutes ago, right?
Okay.
If you were to do that now, absolutely that would happen.
Okay, so let me see if I can do this. Surge of Brilliance, then, is 1 of anything and a water. So draw a card for each spell you've cast this turn from anywhere other than your hand. So I can take another 2 cards then, can't I? Because I cast Graham and
because
13.
So did Graham was not Graham was from the command zone, was he?
No, he was in my hand.
And Surge of Brilliance says...
draw a card for each spell you've cast this turn. Oh, no, he wasn't in my hand. He was already in play. And I tapped him, and then I tapped 13.
Yeah, so tapping him doesn't count as casting a spell.
Okay.
So you will get... So let me just check Surge of Brilliance. You might get 2 anyway, but let me just check.
Okay.
For a different reason. So you definitely get 1 for 13.
Okay.
100%.
Right. I'll take a card.
And let me just check the rulings on Surge of Brilliance, actually, because I don't know whether you get one for Surge of Brilliance itself.
Oh, really?
I'm just checking. If you cast Surge of Brilliance from exile, it counts itself when counting the number of spells. So you do get 2, but for a different 2 cards than you thought.
Okay, all right, that's good. So now do I put Surge of Brilliance back into exile or onto my field?
It was cast from... It's a spell, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it was cast from exile, so it goes back to exile, I believe.
Okay, all right, cool. And then...
Yes, because Foretell on the card says exile this card from your hand face down, cast it turn later.
Okay.
Yes, so it's exiled.
All right. So I'm going to roll my dice because I'm out of mana. I can't do anything else there, really. And nothing on the thing. It's the sparkly side. So we're still in besieged Viking village. And I can't chew up my food token yet because I don't have any mana. But I was hoping to get some more life back because I'm it's taking quite a beating over here. So that is. Hold on. Now, okay, that's fine. No, good. I'm done.
Right. I just got land to untap. It occurred to me that it must be difficult for John having to help us out as well as play his game. So I'm going to help John out by killing him, and then he only has to help us out.
That'll work.
It's probably not going to happen, though. Obviously, I haven't got barely anything to do. Right, so I'm drawing a card. Oh, that's good. So, well, that's being played immediately. Let's just check what I am going to do long term. Right, I've got land, so I shall play that. It's a waterlogged grove. I can pay a life and either add a forest or a ocean, or I just pay one and I can sacrifice it to draw a card. So it's a bit of a weird land. I don't want to pay life for land. That's just there making up the numbers right now. But what I am going to do is play an island and path to exile. Sorry, I put it in play. It's an instant. Exile target creature. We've used this game, haven't we?
What is it?
Path to exile.
We might have done.
Yeah, exile target creature. Its controller may search their library for a basic land card and put that onto the battlefield tapped and then shuffle. I'm going to kill a Duggan or exile a Duggan. Now, I should probably exile John's.
John is on your screen. I'm pointing at John on mine.
So let me counter that in two ways.
Okay.
One, you know that all that mana that went into my my graveyard before I really wanted. So you're actually going to give me a mana now.
That's true.
And the second one is I have used my greatest punch in history. Geoff hasn't.
So I haven't got a Duggan to attack or to exile.
You can attack. You can exile my Duggan. 100%. I get mana, but basically at the moment he's a 5/5. Geoff's on the other hand is a whatever. But
this is negotiation, is it?
Yes. So it's a 4/4, 5/5, 4/4.
I've got 5 cards in my hand now, so I suppose my Duggan should have changed a bit.
So the Duggan is capable of doing 10 damage to a creature.
Okay, but on the other hand, Geoff isn't as sharp at this as you are. Your Duggan is still more dangerous.
Okay. I am happy to exile my Duggan. It is gone. I shall now go to my library. Does it say basic land?
Yes, a basic land, yeah. Although you could probably do that because you need a forest or something.
No, I don't have any forests in my deck at all. I needed a forest for Duggan, but it was only Duggan. It was only Duggan that I needed it for. So
you came from someone else's deck. That's right. You haven't got the forest. Okay.
Yeah, I had an artifact token. So
right, I'm going to roll the dice to planeswalk. Hopefully. While you're doing that, And it's blank.
Oh.
No, nothing's happening there. So now it's just which doctors am I going to bring out?
Okay. So I am now going to shuffle.
Okay. Right, I need 2 colours. I need that one. And
Okay.
that one. Okay.
And I am putting a planes in play tapped as per the Dugganing.
Right. I can't do anything with that. But I've done enough mana to bring out either this one or that one. And it's just reading the text. Whenever you cast. Oh, that's good. Milling 3 cards, that's taking them off and putting them into the graveyard, isn't it?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That would be really useful in conjunction with the 4th Doctor. But only once, so it's when he comes on the battlefield, he mills 3 cards. Once during each of your turns, you may play a strike land. Ah. Okay. Well, I'm bringing in the 8th Doctor, which means I have to mill 3 cards. Would you like to know what they are?
Yes.
Thriving Grove, which is a land. Exotic Orchard, which is also a land. And Basic Plains. So a bit of...
you too have milled 3 lands like I did before.
Yeah. That's like coastal erosion. That land's just disappeared. So, all of your creatures fly now, don't they, John?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? I didn't.
Yeah,
you broke up.
Funny then.
Your creatures all fly.
No. So I've got 3 dinosaurs which are flying. I've got a 1/1 soldier which is literally just sitting there hanging out doing nothing. I've got a 2/2 little adipose. I've got a 3/5 10th Doctor, a 7/7 dinosaur, a 6/6 Rose
You've got a 7 dinosaur.
I have a 7/7 dinosaur.
I didn't realise you
yes.
had a 7.
I haven't attacked anyone with my 7/7 dinosaur.
Yeah, I'm not attacking anybody. There's too much firepower on your team. So, Geoff, you'll go.
No, it's John now, isn't it?
It's me.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I meant I didn't. I thought that would work.
Right, I shall take a card. Oh, okay. I shall untap. I shall do my items on here by taking the Jadoon Enforcers down by another suspend token. Still Christmas. The Face of Bow, though, goes into play. The Face of Bow is an alien advisor. I may cast a spell with suspend from my hand. If I do, pay its suspend cost rather than its mana cost. Activate only as a sorcery. Okay, he's a 0/4, so he's really not exciting from an attacking point of view. And I shall move the Parting of the Ways up to number 3, which is its final one, so it will go after I've done this. For each opponent that I have, destroy up to 1 target artifact that player controls. Geoff, do you have it? Well, you have a lot of stuff, but do you have any artifacts?
I do. I have Talisman of
Is that Sonic
Impulse.
Screwdriver?
It's electric guitar.
Ooh.
Oh, right.
And what does that do? That gives mana, doesn't it?
Yeah, tap it to get any colour, or tap it to get a specific fire or land, green land, and it deals 1 damage to me.
Okay. And your food token isn't an artifact, is it?
It's a token artifact, so I don't know if that counts.
Oh, it is, and it is, yeah. So
Okay.
if it has the word artifact in it, it counts.
Okay.
I'm going to blow up. I'm going to blow up your food token.
Yeah, you bugger.
Oh.
Graham, your artifact.
In the graveyard. Just going to turn my heater off.
I know. And a food token.
I'm going to blow up K9.
How could you think? So, no.
You
know, you've done that because I was planning on using him next turn to put a big doctor and another big character into my TARDIS and fly it at your face. Because he can make things unblockable.
So I've just realised that the 3 lands should actually be in exile, not there. So let's just move those to a different place. So Rose Tyler gets rid of K9, and for some strange reason, Graham's sandwich for no apparent reason.
Well, K9's got to have something to eat as he drifts off to the graveyard.
It's just the effects of Bad Wolf energy.
So I am going to play a land. So this one is Rogue's Passage. I can tap it for colourless mana, and I can also, with 4 mana, make a target creature unable to be blocked.
Yeah, I had something like that.
K9 went away. So,
Mark 2 is bound to be in the deck, surely. I mean, this is specifically K9 Mark 1, so hopefully there is a Mark 2.
So I am going to spend 4 mana to make my dinosaur unblockable. Specifically, my dinosaur on a spaceship.
Right. It's like reverse Adric, that is, isn't it?
Mm.
I wonder if that spaceship crashed and killed a planet full of mathematicians.
So I'll try and be equal opportunities again. So I shall attack you, Geoff.
Okay.
This all seems like it happened 5 seconds ago.
With 3 small dinosaurs, which are now 4/4s.
So 12.
Which have flying, haste, and vigilance, and trample. Yep. That's 12. And Graham, I'll attack you with an unblockable spaceship-infused dinosaur, which is 7/7 vigilance trample.
Geoff, will you tell John that I am taking the points off now? Because I'm not talking to him anymore.
He's taking his points off, John. Graham, will you tell John I'm also taking off 12 points? I've now got turnover,
John,
I think.
Geoff's not talking to you either.
So, because we are in a besieged Viking village, all my dinosaurs now get bigger. My dinosaur on a spaceship now gets bigger. And I will roll planes chase dice. and nothing happens.
Well, that's shit. I've got 8 points left.
Yeah. I've only got 24. I had 40 about 3 rounds ago.
Oh, right.
To be fair, the only thing which has been working on this are those little mini dinosaurs which came out.
Yes. Well, I've only got. Oh well. I don't know these cards well enough, and I'm going to blame that. But I believe is that the end of your go, John, or have you got more evils?
I hope you do.
No, I am done.
He knew that. He just kept us.
Yeah,
No. I was actually looking at something in my hand, whether I wanted to do it or not, but I passed the turn.
Okay. Wasn't evil enough. That's what I reckon. It just wasn't evil enough. I mean, not that you've been evil. You've just been better.
Yeah, but, that's it. Really, yeah.
It amounts to the same thing.
Right. I'm only better because I got 1 card into suspend. That was it.
I had 1 card, and it was Duggan, and it was going to do really well for me.
Whereas Duggan's done really well for me, and Geoff, you're Duggan.
Yeah, exactly. And because of your spell, I don't think I'm going to be able to put much of it until we get rid of that dinosaur.
Yeah,
you're just going to keep reducing us both.
Okay,
fast.
I'm gonna see what I can do here. Let's see what happens. Okay, so I've just drawn, and I'm going to play my myriad. My myriad landscape enters the battlefield tapped, so it adds me a colourless or any colour. I'm now going to try to play a sorcery card, Last Night Together. The Singing Towers of Derillium.
Nice.
Is it Derillium? So let me just see. So I've done 1 and 2 and 3 of any colour, and a fire and a regular land. So sorcery goes there. So choose 2 target creatures, untap them, or nothing's tapped. Put 2 +1 counters on each of them. So I'm going to pick my 13th Doctor, and I'm going to give her 2, so she now becomes a 4/4. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm going to put 2, if I can pick it up, which I can't, bear with me, on Madame Vastra. Oh, jeepers creepers. So she's now 5/5. They gain vigilance, indestructible, and haste until the end of turn. After this main phase, there is an additional combat phase. Only the chosen creatures can attack during that combat phase. John, I am coming for you.
Okay.
So,
go, Geoff. Go, Geoff.
Let's see if this does anything. So, let me see who I can play. Well, I won't be able to play anyone now, will I?
You're just going to die against a wall of dinosaurs, to be honest.
It's a good way to go. So, I can do. Let's see. What points are your dinosaurs again, John?
I have an 8/8, a 5/5, a 5/5, and a 5/5.
Okay, all right.
I also have a 6/6 Rose Tyler, a 1/1 Soldier, a 3/5 10th Doctor, a 2/2 Little Adipose, and a 0/4 Face of Bow.
Okay.
Anything that can get that big.
All right, I'm coming with. Okay, Madame Vastra. She needs 2 mana of any type, a land, and another water. So all of mine is tapped. So now Madame Vastra is tapped. So Jenny Flint is partner with Madame Vastra, first strike. Whenever this creature attacks with another creature with greater power, such as Vastra, put a +1 counter on this creature. So does that doesn't mean she automatically attacks, does it?
No.
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 Okay. So I'm just going to come at you with a 5/5 Madame Vastra for your 5/5 dinosaur. In the hope
Right,
that
I get to choose what I get to choose what blocks that though.
But the 5/5 dinosaur would be quite good, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be, but that would be very silly of me. So
No.
Madame Vastra's special ability is if it's able, it must be blocked. Is that correct?
Madame Vastra must be blocked if able.
Okay, so I am going to block with an 8/8 dinosaur.
Okay.
And nothing happens to Madame Vastra because she is indestructible.
Yes, that's true.
Oh.
Okay. And then, what does haste do again? Does that allow me to...
Haste allows you to attack the turn something enters the battlefield.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right, so after this main phase, there's an additional combat phase. Only the chosen creatures can attack during that combat phase. So why don't I now go for... Well, I'm going to attack again with Vastra.
I'm going to block with a dinosaur.
Which is?
Because my 8/8 dinosaur has vigilance, doesn't tap.
It's already had 5 damage to it this turn.
It's a second combat step. That's a very good point, though. Does that?
Yeah, does it not?
I don't think they reset till the end of turn.
No, I think you're right.
Yeah,
I think
so.
You're right. And I did say that, so I will blow up my dinosaur because I incorrectly forgot about that. That's fine.
Gosh, the evolution of dinosaurs striked back.
All my other dinosaurs go down by -1/-1, so they're all 4/4s now.
Look at that.
Oh, that was a good move.
That was quite good, though. I'm quite pleased with that. Really, I tried it there, getting a bit more confident with what the cards do and stuff. Okay, let's have a little bit of fun now and roll the dice before the end of my turn. Blank. Okay.
Right. Okay, don't forget your creatures that did attack get +1/+1 from Boast.
Thank you. So she's now a 6/6. Oh, and also my doctor will go up as well, won't she?
I cannot remember what the doctor does, but probably.
Yes, because I chose 2 target creatures, so I'm going to put my 20-sided dice on her to represent 1. So she's now a 5/5. Okay. All right, I am done. Guys, I haven't got long left to play now tonight, so Graham, should we pass over to you for your turn, and then we
just make it last turn.
Yeah, is that all right?
Yeah. I won't hang about. What? We're still on Besieged Viking Village.
Yes.
Yep.
Right. Okay. I will be. I'm just untapping all the land because that's all that's tapped. Draw a card. Oh. I'm not going to get round to that this turn, so I'll read it. So,
John, I don't put another +1 on 13. You were thinking of Besieged Viking Village, which affected Madame Vastra, but 13 is. Correct. I was thinking it was Last Night Together. That's not true. You should have told me off for that. In effect, cheat that I did there.
I cannot remember what 13 does, so that's just because I can't see the card in front of me.
I was thinking she was covered by the Last Night Together, which was...
No, that was Vastra.
That said choose 2 target creatures and untap them, put 2+1 counters on them. They gain Vigilance, Indestructible, and Haste until the end of the turn. Then you get another combat phase. But she didn't attack, so she's not covered by Besieged Viking Village.
Right. Just quickly, I am tapping 2 mana, which have just dropped, to sacrifice my food artifact before somebody destroys it, so I get my 3 points of life.
God,
Going the wrong way, taking it away. Right. So there's that. And then, because I haven't got very many cards, I'm trying to find that card. I tap another land and sacrifice this waterlogged grove to draw a card. Sacrifice is graveyard, isn't it? Not exile.
Sacrifice is graveyard. Yeah.
Right, thanks. Have I got enough now to summon? What is that new card? Well, that's a land which I haven't played, so I played a land. I could try and find a better way to set these up. It's hard to read them. And I've got enough mana for anything. Anything. I'm just going to bring in the most expensive doctor that I've got in my hand, which is a 6th doctor. I need forest and water. That's the water. That's the forest. And 4 others. The 6th doctor. Whenever you cast a historic spell, copy it, except the copy isn't legendary. This ability triggers only once each turn, which is obviously not happening in this turn. So that's all my mana used up. Just check that the other doctors don't do something when I bring in a legendary. Cast the legendary, whatever it is. Oh, making a mess. I'm trying to do it quick, see, because Geoff needs to go, but I'm just making it longer. Right, now that's nothing. And this guy... No, okay, I've just brought him out. So that, I've got a planeswalk, wasn't I? Blank. So that's that. The only thing I just want to know before I end my turn is when it says crew, can I only do that in my turn, or if you attacked me, could I suddenly crew the TARDIS?
I believe you can crew the TARDIS. I'll check for you. Crew is not a mechanic that I have used very much. I just want to see what speed it goes at. It allows vehicles to become artifact creatures until end of turn.
Yeah.
Tap any number of creatures. I think it happens at instant speed.
Right.
So it can be any time.
So I don't need to do that until I'm actually attacked, in case I want to do something else when it gets to my turn. Okay,
yeah, because it would happen until end of turn. Yeah.
If you attack me with a huge flying creature, I could load it with 2 people and then defend myself. But that's the end of my turn now. I've done everything I'm going to do.
Okay, brilliant.
It depends, Geoff, whether you want to end this on a cliffhanger.
Why? What have you got?
Graham did give me the mana I needed to do something. Or you could have it at the start of the next session.
No, let's do it now.
Okay.
As long as it doesn't cost me 8 hit points, because then I'm out, and then there's the end.
No, but it's certainly an end of episode cliffhanger, so I'm going to draw. Oh, I have another land. Okay. It depends whether you can... The land wasn't what I needed right now, but I do have it. So, I am going to use 1 plane.
Yeah.
And 2 colourless to cast no more. Ooh. Any number of target creatures I control phase out.
Oh.
Which means they stop existing on the battlefield.
So they can't be attacked.
Is there anything in there that? How do they come back? When they come back when you choose or when you activate something?
They come back at my untap step next turn.
Right. Okay. So they've gone for a round.
Yes.
That's quite useful.
Ooh.
Does that resolve?
I'm out of mana, so I'm not doing anything at all. Yeah.
Say again.
Does that resolve? You're not going to counter it or
No,
Adric
I
it?
think we can cliffhang it on there.
No. There's one more cliffhanger.
He's not finished the turn.
That was the Daleks basically going into that 1 second in the future.
Yeah.
So I am now 2 planes and 4 other mana, and I'm casting Farewell. Choose one or more of the following: exile all graveyards, exile all enchantments, exile all artifacts, exile all creatures.
Oh,
yeah. I don't think there is any possible way I'm coming out of that well.
I exile all creatures,
except the doctors,
and all artifacts.
You do one or more of them.
Yep.
Oh man, I'm going to die. He's going to attack me with everything.
It's just right. Duggan, go bye.
I have no creatures on. I have no creatures on the board, so I pass the turn, and there you go.
Okay.
I thought you were going to. Any creature not phased out is gone as well, isn't it?
The reason why they had to be phased out is because otherwise exile would hit all of my creatures as well.
Yeah. Exiled, not. I put them in my graveyard, so that's wrong.
Yeah. Oh, okay, they're exiled. All right, that's something. Okay. So, what was it? Artifacts as well?
Yeah, all artifacts, creatures, enchantments, and graveyards. I don't think we've got any enchantments apart from mine.
I've got one. I've got Clara, which I haven't used. Okay. And graveyard. So that's... Oh, my graveyard. Oh, okay. So they're getting exiled now. All right, that's good. That's a food token.
So that's all from the exile. That's all exiles.
Okay. All right. So
I've got half a deck, and I'm starting from scratch, except I do have a bunch of land next turn. Next
Correct.
video.
That's your sort of part 1 of the 2-part cliffhanger when the reality bomb goes off for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like revealing the master is on the plane and then the cockpit explodes.
Yeah, no, I've been waiting to cast that for a very long time, but Graham finally gave me the mana.
Well, thanks.
No, that's fair enough. I had to try something because my first round was absolutely appalling because I just attacked you to find out because I can't see on my monitor what you got. So, but it didn't work too well for me.
Well, that is a spectacular ending, and
yeah,
when we pick this up
I
again...
can't make it back for another 4 years now. After that, no, brilliant. That was a great move to end it on.
Yeah, that's really good. Really
if you're not anybody but John.
Yeah. Well, thank you both very much, and we'll pick this up again soon, perhaps after Christmas sometime. We'll discuss a bit later and get a date in the diary. But if you're watching, we hope you've enjoyed this and hope you've learned a few things, and hopefully had fun watching us play and learn. So we'll catch you next time on Who Corner to Corner, and thank you both for playing, and I'll see you soon.
All right, bye. Thank you very much.